Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Friday.
Hello.
Thank you all for tuning in today to Financial Fridays. Tonight is going to be a little bit different. We do have some guest speakers here. One of our group homes for newbies cousins, Miss Yolanda out of Georgia, connected us with G2 Global Network, and they're going to come in tonight to discuss some interesting things with us in regards to benefits that employees can get and being able to have some access to maybe some residual income for those of you who find it interesting and want to learn more. So as always, I'm constantly out building relationships with people, trying to bring in the best value as possible. Um, but I'm going to give it about 4 more minutes to get more people in to this call tonight so that they are not behind. I'm gonna play the music. So we're gonna give it to 6:10 and we're gonna get started. If you have someone that you want to invite to the call tonight to just hear about it, go ahead and share that with those individuals. Um, we're all going to be learning together. I did get a brief overview of tonight's call, but of course, I'll be tuning in, listening as well, to be able to get a better understanding of it all together as well. So we're gonna give them to 6:10, and we're gonna get started. Mr. Mo, I'm a
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and Mr. Eric at 6:10.
Okay.
Try to get a few more people in before we get started so they're not too far behind.
All right. Sounds good.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Mr. Mo, you ready?
I
Eric, you
am
ready?
100% ready.
Let's do it.
I didn't want you to stop the music though.
I didn't either. I
So,
didn't either.
do I have permission to share my screen here? Okay, I see
Yes.
it. Yep, I see it. Excellent, excellent. Let's display, how am I looking? Am I good? Okay. There we go. There we go. First of all, thank you, Lynette. Thank you for this opportunity to share with your organization. I'm definitely excited about being here today. We had a great meeting, as you stated earlier, Lynette. And her team, we sat down and kind of brainstormed on how to present just something new to you all and to the organization. We want to see what we can do to continue to empower this particular group as well. Okay, so with this particular program, guys, we have something that's really outstanding. I know you all are used to a lot of real estate programs and financial programs, which are all great, different ways for us to scale and to earn an income for you and your family. But today we're going to talk about something a little bit different, something that a lot of individuals are not aware of. So we're big on our organization on promoting residual income. I saw someone in the chat, Lynette, that says, "Hey, I love residual income," and I'm with you on that. I want to do the job one time and get paid over and over and over and over again. So, this is all about a leverage play. And this is what we're going to be discussing on this topic today. You guys can see my screen, okay? You see it says EPOP, correct? Am I good? Okay, excellent, excellent. So just before we start off, you all, because you haven't heard of this information, don't let it frighten you or anything like that. Get excited about this. I like to say that this is the Bitcoin of of the federal tax saving strategies. If any of you all were involved with Bitcoin when it first started and grew with it, a lot of millionaires were made. This is something that this just hasn't been talked about. A lot of people are making a big income off of this right now. It hasn't been heavily populated, but now it's starting to surface more and more. Okay, so this is a chance for you before it becomes heavily populated and saturated, which they're saying within the next 3 to 4 years, a lot of mainstream companies, insurance companies, are going to start really heavily promoting this particular product. So this EPOP is what's called the Employer Payroll Optimization Program. This is the Employer Payroll Optimization Program. All right. So this is the evolution of a powerful, and when I tell you guys powerful, federal tax strategy. This is a tax strategy. So a lot of companies and a lot of CPAs and tax advisors don't know about this particular strategy. And it's not because they're uneducated or anything like that. It's only because that these FICA tax credits and this strategy was attached to a wellness platform. So unless you were familiar with benefit plans and wellness and things of that nature, you wouldn't have necessarily known about this particular strategy. But I tell you this is a strategy that's been hidden, and I believe that when you guys hear this information today, that is going to blow your mind. Okay, so where did this come from? This EPOP was evolved from a proven wellness-based reimbursement strategy or framework. Okay, some of you all may have heard of the cafeteria plans, the 125s and things of that nature, but this particular program started with the name of the WIMPER, which stood for the Wellness Integrated Medical Plan Expense Reimbursement, and then it moved from there to a program that was called the SUMERT, and it moved from that program to the Wellness Plus to where it is now, which is the EPOP, the Employee Payroll Optimization. So it continues to keep evolving. Back in 1972, this particular structure of federal tax credits was implemented under what was called the IRS 125 cafeteria plan. And this particular plan and these particular FICA tax credits was given to businesses that has 3 or more employees to help them to offset some of the expenses that they were experiencing as businesses for medical and health reasons. The whole gist of that program was to increase health awareness and to make a healthier workplace. So the government has implemented and given out certain FICA tax credits to help to do that. Okay, and so this is what the EPOP is all about. So it's a modern day evolution. It's a modern day evolution that's combining federal tax compliance. It's combining payroll tax optimization. We're saving companies money on their payroll taxes. It's combining employer savings because we're saving employees up to $1,000 per employee every year. Okay, it's combining employee wellness benefits because now with this particular program under the EPOP, we're able to give these companies additional supplemental coverage outside of what they already have, making their company more compatible to Fortune 500 type companies. Okay, and it also protects from compliance type oversight. So this is something that companies need. So keep in mind, we're not selling insurance here. This is not insurance. What we're doing, team, guys, we're implementing a federal compliant payroll optimization strategy that's strengthening employers and empower the employees. So it's in strengthening these companies because it's saving them money and putting money back into their bottom line. It's also strengthening these companies because it's giving them more visibility to attract better talent because they're now compatible to more Fortune 500 companies with their benefits. Because I don't know if you guys knew, but 87% of employees stay at jobs because of benefits. They stay at jobs that they don't like and don't want to be at for the sake of benefits. So this is this is a win-win, not only for the employees, but it's a win-win for the employees as well. So this EPOP is definitely a game changer. So once again, how does this work? It's built on a leverage of IRS FICA tax credits. Number one, the one that we spoke of the most was the initial one, which is the IRS Section 125, which is the cafeteria plan, and we can give you guys some more information on this. Section 105. There's a few other sections as well. There's a 104 and 106. Okay, and there's a 213, the 213D. So it leverages these FICA tax credits, and it also optimizes the payroll reports, okay, by utilizing these FICA payroll tax strategies. So here's the results of utilizing this leverage, right? The results is employers legally reduce their taxable payroll exposure. The results is the employer benefits by saving up to $1,000 per employee annually. Do the math, guys. I want you to do the math as we're talking about this, right? The results is that it reduces FICA payroll taxes, and it also improves employee retention. And it increases benefit value without increasing the payroll costs. So that's huge. It's able to increase the benefit value without increasing the payroll costs. Okay, so this is once again, it's a win-win. We're utilizing FICA tax credits to offset what they're spending for additional coverage. So nothing's coming out of their pocket. We're using the savings from the FICA tax credits to pay for that coverage. Okay, so here's the important facts that there is no cost for these companies to sign up. So you don't have to talk to companies and say, hey, you need to write a check. There's no credit qualifications that's needed. You don't need to have a certain income level or anything like that. What you need to have is 3 employees or more working 30 hours or more per week to pre-qualify. Here's the secret. Every company that has 3 or more employees and that's working 30 hours per week is approved. Just that simple, right? They're approved. Now, how much are they approved for? We don't know, right? Because each company has different salaries, they pay different amounts, so we don't know what their savings is technically going to be. I want you guys to also be careful when you're speaking to your clients that this is a savings that's up to $1,000 per employees. I do not want you to tell customers or businesses that it is $1,000 per employee. Okay, we want to make sure that we are compliant with this particular program. We are backed by Heisman Law Firm, which is one of the law firms that wrote a lot of the compliance procedures. So we want to make sure that we're not making our attorneys mad when we sit in our meeting with those attorneys. Okay, so this is a fully compliant structure. It's that we have a fully capable implementation team that manages this product and manages this program with the clients. Okay, so there's no heavy lifting that's coming from you or coming from your client. Once you guys get these clients and submit them and they go through our implementation team, the team takes it from there. All right, so that's something that you definitely want to stress with those that you're speaking with as it relates to this particular program. Some people think like that's going to be a lot of work. No, all you have to do is bring the client. We have the team. We have all of the systems in place to handle your enrollments. Okay, so don't worry about that at all. Okay, so why does this matter right now? It matters. Okay, employment and retention stats. Business owners, this is what they're facing today. Okay, the average cost to replacing these employees when they're losing employees right now, you guys are seeing what's going on in the economy, is 20 to 30% of their annual salary. So replacing a $50,000 employee right now can cost these companies $10,000 to $15,000. So it's in their best interest to find a way to retain employees. Retention has to be part of the focus with companies and building businesses. So what's being said in terms of the stats with the EPOP is that 87 that the retention rate increases by 18 to 20%. Okay, so companies' retention rate increases by 18 to 20% with being under a program such as this. So 70% of employees say that the benefits influences their job decision. Small businesses struggle to compete with corporate benefit packages. Okay, yet only a small percentage of businesses are aware of payroll optimization programs like the EPOP. They're struggling trying to compete, but they don't know that this actually exists. And so all of you all that's on the call today is going to have the opportunity to be able to share this with others that you know and businesses that you frequent and relationships that you have. Listen, this is a massive, when I say massive, this is a massive market opportunity. This is a massive market opportunity. Only 5% of businesses even know that this exists. 5% of businesses. So 95% of companies are unaware that this particular strategy is made readily available to them. So what are you doing? You're not selling a product. You're not selling a product. You're solving a payroll pressure. You're resolving retention issues because companies are having these retention issues. And you're also solving benefit competition gaps. A lot of companies, and some of you all on this call right now have hopped from job to job because of what? I mean, let's be honest, because of benefits. And some of you all have stayed at your job that you completely hated going to for the sake of benefits, right? So that's why it matters. And to be able in this economic climate, to be able to put up to $1,000 per employee back into a company's bottom line is huge. Okay, it's huge. So what I want you to do right now, I want you to put, put your thinking cap on for a second and think about the number of people that's in your network and the people that you can actually reach with a program like this that maybe have small businesses, that maybe have 10 or 20 employees, that maybe they may not have hundreds or thousands of employees, but even the people that have 20 employees would love to benefit from this, would love to benefit from this program. And we've been putting in clients all week. And know, Eric, you've been really busy putting in clients all week, and so, and it's exciting because I'm getting a call and, Eric says, hey, man, our numbers are going up. We got, a company that's going in with 400 employees. We've got another company going in with 88. We've got another company going in with this many employees, things of that nature. So you guys have that same opportunity. Eric, let me ask you, Eric is our president of a global agency and over the EPOP program. Eric, listen, these benefit packages and this particular program, when I tell you that this is massive, tell us a little bit more about how the benefit packages work and how these global partners will be able to benefit from that.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, this program is really designed to help employees get the best healthcare at the best cost. So all these services that you see in the list here, these are available through the app for no copay and no deductible. So there's no charges to them. So in addition to the top line tax savings that we're seeing and the free healthcare, you can imagine if you have to go to urgent care, instead of going to urgent care, if you're able to use the Telemed app for free, that means that right there you've saved $150 or $200. Mental health counseling is very popular. A lot of people talk about, even if you have great health insurance, you often have to come out of pocket to pay for those mental health services. Going to a therapist or a psychologist, psychiatrist, that can cost you $50, $100, $200 every single time that you go. And so a lot of people simply don't get the care that they need. I've had multiple customers tell me about, how their sons have ADHD or someone, they know has bipolar disease, and they need to be going on a weekly basis, but they simply can't afford it, or it costs them thousands of dollars. So using these services can save you thousands of dollars in addition to the tax savings that you're already getting. On top of that, it's just really convenient and can save you time and effort. I had another customer who was telling me he has gout. He had a gout flare up, which is extremely painful on the joints, couldn't get out of bed. He was able to dial through the app, speak to a doctor. The doctor diagnosed him over the phone, and sent his medication to the pharmacy, but he couldn't get out of bed. So the app actually notified his wife, who was able to go up and pick up the medication for him. So he was literally able to get diagnosed, treated, prescribed medication, and receive that medication without even getting out of bed. And that brings up another point is these services are not just available to the employee at no net cost or no additional cost. Their spouse and their children can also use these benefits.
Wow.
The last great core benefit that I like to mention is the medical concierge. A big part of the reason why this program exists in the first place is because people simply don't know how to navigate the healthcare system. If you follow politics at all, you know that healthcare costs and healthcare insurance problems are some of the biggest issues every single time. And so the healthcare concierge is really an expert team of advisors. You can call them up and say, hey, I need to get an MRI. Here's my primary insurance. Help me find a low-cost place that I can go to. Or you could say, hey, I can't afford my medication. It's really expensive. And they can do the research and find programs and trial programs that you can apply to get free and low-cost care and pharmaceuticals. If you have a long-term or chronic condition like diabetes, they will help you develop a care plan. They'll walk you through meeting with your primary provider. They'll walk you through meeting with specialists. If you want to get a second opinion, they can set you up for a second opinion, and they can help you develop and manage a long-term care plan for literally any health issue that you need. So this is an entire 360 expert advice team, whether it's meeting with doctors or meeting with insurance specialists that can help you get free or low-cost care. They're with you every single step of the way. And in addition to that, with their extra tax savings, employees will be able to invest in products like life insurance, critical illness and accident indemnity insurance, short-term disability, long-term disability, dental, vision care. So for a lot of employers, they simply can't afford to offer benefits. This is a way to give your employees access to benefits at no cost to you and at no cost to them. Okay. Additionally, for employers that do offer benefits, sometimes employees have to pay a share. They can use their tax savings to pay towards their portion of employer-sponsored products, benefits products, or they can simply use those voluntary benefits as supplements to what they're already getting. There's no reason you can't have two life insurance policies. It's just an extra way to get, to get extra protection for you and for your loved ones. And then the last thing I'd point out is some states like New Jersey and others, because of updates to programs like Medicaid and how the federal government is enforcing that, a lot of states are penalizing or taxing employers who have employees that are getting use of like programs like Medicaid. And so employers in certain states are actually being, kind of forced to offer primary insurance to their employees. This is a way that they can help to defray the costs, not just to them, because remember, the employer gets tax savings, but also the employee for any portion that they might need to contribute. Okay, so, this program, it's kind of easy to see the top line tax savings benefits, but if you consider all the services that they're able to take advantage of and all the extra products that they get, this program is worth literally thousands of dollars, if not more than $10,000, if they're using it to its fullest extent. Okay. So, I mean, Mo, I don't know if I went over my time limit there, but
no, you're good. Yeah. No, you're good. No, you're absolutely good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I could talk all day about the benefits of the program. just cut me
No,
off.
this is good. This is good stuff, man. And you know, the more that we talk about this, Eric, you know, the more that we realize that we've got such a powerhouse type product in our hand that here's why businesses are saying yes. Okay, this is why businesses and business owners are saying yes. When you present this EPOP correctly, you know, Eric, and we talk about this all the time. It's obvious that the employer wins up, the employee wins. They save up to $1,000 per employee. Let's start there. Also, there's no upfront cost. There's no out-of-pocket expense. They don't have to write a check. Okay? There's no disruption in their existing health insurance. So they don't have to they don't have to switch providers. They don't have to change anything that they have in place already. Oh, let me also add, for some of the companies that don't have any coverage in place, we can actually give them that coverage, and you can, and you'll still be able to be compensated from that as well. Okay, so the employer wins because it increases their retention, and this is ACA compliant, maintained. Okay, the Affordable Care Act. All right. So it gets even better. It enhances existing benefit structure, but it does not replace them. Okay? Please remember that. It enhances their existing benefit structures, so it doesn't, but it does not replace them. So you'll get other people or companies saying, I don't want to switch my benefit package. I like my agent, things of that nature. This does not replace their package. Okay, it does not replace their package. Okay, so here's the industries that you definitely want to target. Remember, 3 employees or more, high payroll expenses, industries with turnover challenges, people that can't keep employees. You definitely want to target those type of industries. Why? Because remember, the retention is a big part of this. Limited benefit packages, companies that don't have a full benefit package and they want to offer this to their employees, you definitely want to make sure that you're targeting those industries. So, but also outside of that, you want to talk with CPAs and tax accountants and tax preparers and payroll companies. They love this. They love it. Why? Because it turns their one-time payment or their one-time income into a residual. The truth of the matter is that when CPAs service their clients, or tax preparers service their clients, or payroll companies service their clients, HR consultants, what have you, business funding consultants, they do a job, they get paid that one time, and that's it. But these particular industries, they all have a book of business. They all have clients that they service with employees. CPAs, they have clients with employees. Target them for their clients, right? Payroll companies, they have clients with employees. They don't know that this exists. They have a book of business. Okay? They already have a book of business. Insurance brokers, they have the book of business. Okay, so you want to target these clients because you don't have to go out trying to find new customers when you can just partner up with CPAs. You can partner up with payroll companies. You can partner up with insurance brokers, HR consultants, and you have it. Okay, so you want high opportunity industries, construction companies, transportation, home health agencies, staffing agencies. These are people with employees, okay? Security, dental, auto dealerships, manufacturing, call centers, non-for-profits. Guys, we can do churches. What about churches? They want to save money. Remember, you're not selling them anything. You're giving them a federal tax strategy. You're giving them a savings. You have FICA tax credits in your pocket that you're now able to hand to these particular different industries, so causing them to become even more profitable, trimming the fat. Right now, you guys are seeing what's happening right now, right? You're seeing a lot of changes happening in the economy. So this is not a hard sell. There's so many different people that would love to hear from you. Okay, and it's real simple. You can do what we call soft introductions, curiosity-based introductions, financial angles, retention angles. There's so many different ways that you can present this. It's simple. Are you currently using any type of federal payroll optimization strategies to reduce your FICA exposure? Simple. Hey, did you know that most employees qualify for a federal tax strategy that can help reduce payroll taxes and increase employee benefits at no net cost? Hey, if I showed you how to save up to $1,000 per employee annually without cutting into your salaries, would you want to see it? Are you doing anything innovative right now to retain your employees beyond traditional benefits? Okay, so here's another one. We help businesses reduce payroll tax exposure while strengthening employee wellness. Do you know anyone that has employees that employs 3 or more people and working 30 hours a week? It's real simple. Once you guys do that, and you tell them about this particular program, do you think that someone is going to tell you how they got the other day, say, oh yeah, I'm not interested. What is it that you're not interested in? Because I'm actually not here to sell you anything. I'm actually here to give you some FICA tax credits to offset what you're spending in your payroll taxes, because you're nine times out of 10, you're probably overspending. So saying no to me is saying yes to you continuing to pay more than you need to pay. Okay, so they just don't know about this. They just don't know about this. So the implementation is made easy. Eric, you want to talk about that real quick? The implementation part of this.
Yes, yeah. So when we're onboarding an employer, we like to say that we do about 97% of the work. Really, they just need to help us fill out the master paperwork to establish the plan, because this works just like a traditional benefits plan. So there is paperwork that needs to be filled out and signed and compliant, but we make that pretty simple and easy. The other thing that the employer needs to do is help us to put the tax codes into their payroll system. So it's a one-time thing. We set up their payroll system, and then once their payroll system is set up, or we can work with their payroll team, but once it's set up, they're just running payroll like normal. So really, the only thing they need to do is, fill out the paperwork, set up their payroll, and then they just coordinate a couple meetings with their staff. And we run those meetings. So the first meeting, we'll educate the staff about the new benefits plan, and we'll explain to them how to get enrolled. And from that point, during the enrollment period, we're available to them for one-on-one meetings to help them make the benefit selections that are best for them. Each employee can choose their own benefits. And then once the program is established, we bring in our concierge team, and they do a presentation and explain how to take advantage of everything that this program has to offer. And once we do all that, once the employer is set up in the payroll system, once the employees have been educated and onboarded, you never really have to think about this again. The only thing the employer ever has to do is tell us when an employee is hired or fired. Everything else is just running the program. Everything else is just running business as normal. Once it's set up, you don't have to think about it. So we make it really easy for them and really hassle-free, because that's often a big question, especially HR teams think, is this going to be a huge hassle for me? Am I going to have to do a bunch of this, that, and the other? The answer is no. We do pretty much everything for you.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything is pretty seamlessly done here. So yeah, listen, thanks, Eric. Listen, compliance and it's everything with us. Audit protection. I mentioned it earlier. That compliance is everything. Our EPOP operates with federal taxes and ACA within federal tax and ACA guidelines. So we're partnered with Heisman Law Group, okay, to ensure that our compliance and oversight, to ensure compliance oversight and our credit and our audit support. So here's what it means. What that means is that it's structured according to IRS guidelines. ACA compliance is ACA compliance maintained. Okay, Is legal review framework in place? Documentation systems is established. Audit protection protocols are active, and important clarifications. Okay, this means important clarifications. Audit protection does not mean that you won't be audited. Let me be clear there. Audit protection does not mean that you won't be audited. What it means is that you're going to pass the audit. All right. That means that you're positioned to pass. So it means that documentation is properly structured. It means that legal defense support is available. Okay. For each one of your clients, when they sign up on our G2 Global platform, they get all of this. Okay. They get legal protection, they get audit protection. Your position to pass an audit. All G2 Global clients are protected under this compliance structure. All right. So this gives these employees confidence, and then what it does is it removes their fear. Okay. So it gives them confidence and it removes their fear. So you can be confident when you're sharing this with your network and sharing this with your prospects that we are compliant. We're compliant, regulated, and audit protection heavy. Okay. So we want to make sure that they know that. So why choose G2 Global Network for this particular program? Because this particular program, we have national reach. We can do this anywhere, any state. We're structured for compliance oversight. We do complementary evaluation process. We have professional implementation team, audit protection. There's no cost to enroll. All companies with 3 or more employees working 30 hours a week are pre-approved already. So you are not just offering EPOP, okay? You're not just offering EPOP. You're offering a payroll tax strategy, okay? You're offering employee retention solutions. You're offering wellness benefit expansion. You're offering legal compliance protection, and you're offering recurring agency income. Okay, that's what you're offering, a recurring agency income opportunity. You guys said you like residual income. Okay, you like residual money. So here's the reality. All right, a lot of you all may be working jobs and things of that nature, but here's the reality. In today's economy, over 1 million U.S. jobs was cut over 2025 and 2026. These layoffs span over tech, retail, logistics, manufacturing, government. Amazon is laying off. They laid off over 16,000 corporate roles. UPS is laying off. They've laid off over 30,000 people. They continue to plan with their reductions. Intel, Microsoft, and other companies are repeating those rounds. Okay, so this is not a seasonal issue right now, you all. This is not seasonal. This is structural. This is a structural issue because automation and AI are permanently removing roles. So you want to make sure that you are in position not to be a victim of what's happening. So the question that I always ask is, and here's the big question, is are you tired yet? Are you tired? Here's the question for the evening. Are you tired of watching other people win and being a part of this network? I'm watching a lot of successful people in here, people like Lynette and her team and the stuff that she's offering to you all. And she's giving you guys an opportunity to win. And I love it. And so, but what if I handed you right now today the key that would unlock some doors that was closed to you? I know you hear a lot of great information in this network. But what if I give you one more key that can help you to unlock some doors? Would you take that opportunity? Would you take it seriously? Okay, because as an EPOP agency partner with Above All Financial Solutions, you simply are educating businesses about this opportunity. You're simply educating businesses about this opportunity. Okay, so what you're doing is that you're simply unlocking hidden tax savings while you're enhancing employee benefits. And you can earn, by doing that, you can earn up to $3,000 per month, month after month, month after month. Let me say it again, month after month, residual. You're doing the job one time. This is life-changing residual income. Okay? while a complete legal and implementation team ensures the deals move forward seamlessly for you. Okay, we offer extensive training. We offer state-of-the-art systems. We offer all of the things that you need to get this program moving in the right direction for you. Okay, so this is how you profit. Listen, you want to know how to make $100,000 annually right now from your phone? It's simple, very simple. 554 employees is what you want to get on the books. You want to get up to 554 employees. It's just that simple. Okay? 554 employees at $15 per employee. It's not 1,500, guys, but that was a typo. It's $15 per employee. Okay? So you're going to earn $15 per employee, which is going to generate a residual income for you of $8,300, $8,310. All right? Or that's $99,000 annually just by getting 554 employees on your books. You can do that with one company. You can literally do that with one company. And remember, you do the job one time, you get paid over and over. That's an average of 46 employees enrolled per month. So even if you couldn't do it in one company, some of you all on here have networks and have companies that you can do that with one, one phone call. And then some of you all may be able to do that with 2 phone calls. Hey, I know a company has 200 employees that needs this. I know a company that has 300 employees. Or maybe I just know a company that has 46 employees. If you did that 12 times out of the year, there's your $100,000 a year salary. Okay? You work it and you continue to get paid over and over. All right? So that's an average of 46 employees enrolled per month. That's not a lot of employees. There's a game plan for you, right? That's $15 is what you would get paid per employee every month. So if you just had to just do some math, go up to 1,000. You get up to 1,000. That's $15,000 per month that you're making residual, just by putting 1,000 employees on the book. Okay? So who do you target? You target, once again, the CPAs, tax preparers, professionals, anyone that serve businesses with employees. You can offer them a residual. You can offer them, you can work with them. But those are the companies that you will target. Okay, so I want you guys to really give this some real thought. Okay, give it some real thought, guys, because this is something that's life-changing. This is a massive, massive opportunity. You want to catch this now before it gets saturated, before it becomes saturated. Okay, you're going to get people taking this product and within the next 3 years and really mass marketing this product. Okay, you're going to mass market this product. So EPOP is not a product, it's a payroll strategy. That's all this is. You have a payroll strategy. You have some information now in your file, your mental file, that can help businesses everywhere. Remember, only 5% of companies nationwide even know this strategy exists. This is a opportunity of a lifetime. Okay, so it's a residual solution, it's a tax optimization system, and it's a doorway to recurring income for you and your family. Okay, so that's all I have for today. I really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to share in with your organization and your group. I don't know if you want me to answer any questions or anything of that nature.
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead. I did see a couple questions in the chat. One person asked, do you need to be licensed? The answer is no. So you yourself are not selling any insurance or any other kind of products that need to be licensed. So you yourself don't need to be licensed. And that actually leads me into the second point, is that you don't have to sell this program yourself. You're just referring them to us. You're scheduling a call with us and your client, and we'll introduce and sell the program to them. You have to, kind of help us along the sales process. We need information from the client, but you yourself don't need to really sell the program itself. You really just have to sell the 20-minute call. Just say to your clients, your contacts, hey, I looked into this program and I think it'd be a really great fit for your business. It's worth spending 20 minutes on a call. Okay. So we handle most of the process for you. You really just need to make that introduction. I saw somebody else that asked a question about what does this look like on the paycheck. So basically, we do add a couple line items. There will be one line item for earnings and one line item, two line items for deductions. Now, these will show up just like on a regular paycheck where your medical insurance or your 401k shows up. It shows up in your state, like right alongside the rest of the stuff. So it's very visible on the paycheck. However, it's important to note, again, the employees do not see a reduction in take-home income. So even though that it's on the paycheck, because it is a benefit, it's all paid for with the tax savings. And we make sure to explain that very clearly to the employees and the employer during the sales process and enrollment process so that there's no surprises when they get their first paycheck. And then Mo, it looks like somebody was asking, how can they get started? What are the next steps? Do we have a form or a link?
So I'm going to have Gerald. Gerald, are you there? Okay, Gerald is our Chief Operational Officer for G2 Global Network.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up a link for this network, and I'll send it down to Lynette, and then she can send it out, so that way it all stays connected within the network. So we'll have that over the weekend, and then Lynette, if you have anyone that's interested, you can send them that link, and then it will notify you as well as us. Is the plan there?
Okay, that works.
Great.
Any other questions?
There's some more questions in the chat as well. Mo.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
I don't know if I missed that part, but did you say, was there a membership fee or something like that?
No, there's no membership fee.
Someone that Eric is asking, is the employee contributing or both the employee and the employer? Do you want to talk about that real quick about how it's, each half?
Yes. Yeah, I was just typing in the chat, but yes, there are contributions from both the employee and the employer. Usually, it depends on how we set up the program. However, those contributions are paid for from the tax savings. So again, there's nothing out of pocket. They will have specific tax savings, usually anywhere from 600, or it's usually around 600, and then a small portion of that from the employer's side will be taken as an administrative fee. And then for the employee, when they enroll in the concierge program and whatever insurance benefits they choose, we bundle those premiums, and they'll have fees from that as well. But again, all the money that's assessed or contributed as part of this program comes from tax savings. Okay, so employees will never see a net reduction in take-home pay. They'll almost usually see a pay increase. And employers, the companies, they will have a net tax savings each month. I see Nicole is asking about, is there training? Yes, we have training materials available to you, and then we do weekly trainings. Mo especially does Mondays and Wednesdays, but we do trainings, and I'm happy to work with you one-on-one as well, or in a group setting to kind of help game plan how to promote the program.
And someone said, how long has this company been in business? We've been in business since 2014. I'm a licensed insurance broker with my own business. Awesome. Good.
So someone asked about they need to have primary insurance. So in order to be ACA compliant, they do have to have a primary insurance. But if they don't have insurance, then we'll offer them minimal essential coverage. And we'll use the tax savings to pay for that. So, which is great because if you have a company that doesn't have insurance now, you're essentially giving them insurance at no net cost, whereas they didn't have any coverage before.
And yes, and Melissa, for and any others who have insurance broker licenses, get in touch with us and schedule a one-on-one with us, and we can, because this integrates well with what you're already selling, and so we can kind of help game plan how you can bring this to your clients. And ACA, yes, does mean Affordable Care Act.
I think goodness, Goddess. I'm sorry, Goddess. You had a question?
I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise in the background. I'm a little confused because there's a lot going on back here. But this is for us to then call different companies, or is this for our employees once we have our group home running? I'm a little confused.
You could use both. If you currently have employees, if you currently have a business, you can implement this for your own business. However, if you have businesses in your network that you want to introduce this to, you can refer that to us, and you'll receive a commission for any employees that are enrolled for businesses that you refer to us.
Correct. And that commission is $15 per employee that they have, and you get that every month. Okay, so that company has 100 employees. You're getting $1,500 from that one sign up every month.
And if they opt
Clover,
out of it, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And if they opt out of it, do you continuously receive that 15, or is that, oh, they're out, so now we don't get compensated for them anymore?
So the program runs for a benefit year, just like regular employee benefit programs. So generally, the employees that you get enrolled will stay for the year. If for some reason, let's say they're terminated and they're no longer enrolled in the program, then you won't get compensated for that specific employee. But all the other employees that are enrolled, you will continue to get commissions for. And generally, even after the first plan year, the vast majority of businesses enroll for the second year as well, and continuing on. So yeah, I mean, you can expect to, and as employees get hired as well, they'll be added and enrolled. And as those employees are enrolled, that'll just be an extra employee that goes under your commission rate.
Clover had asked, can an employee have this and also the insurance from the marketplace? And are there any qualifications for employees to be accepted? Yeah, this is totally supplemental. So a lot of the companies that we work with already have plans in place. Some of them have really, really awesome benefit packages, and we're not trying to replace anything that they have. So this is just an add-on to what they already have. As far as qualifications go, and Eric probably answer this better. From what I'm seeing, we're looking for obviously they have to be W-2 employees, not 1099. And we're looking for 30 plus hours a week. Is there other things that they might need to qualify, Eric, that you're seeing?
So yeah, I mean, the main qualifications are that they're a W-2 employee. The only qualification that there is beyond that is that they have to earn enough that their savings cover the costs of the program, because we don't enroll anybody who would have to come out of pocket. And so, as Gerald mentioned, generally to earn enough, it's usually somebody who's working about 30 hours a week or more, or about $30,000 a year, $25,000 to $30,000 a year. But it depends on their deductions and their W-4 elections and everything.
So what we do is, once we get them interested, we get a payroll report from them. Okay, we do a payroll analysis. And when we do the payroll analysis, at that point is where we would show them exactly what their savings would be. Okay, so we would get what's called a census report and their payroll log. All right, excluding vital information like socials and stuff like that. We don't need any of that.
And Clover, this is an ongoing thing, so it's not just a one-time monthly deduction. So it's an ongoing thing, and once it's set up, it just rolls. So there's not really much to maintain in terms of existing employees. The only, like Eric said, the only thing that, if an employee gets added or one terminated, then there's an adjustment there. Eric, who's responsible for maintaining accounts and clients? You want to go into that the after?
So we will, our team manages the accounts and the clients on an ongoing basis. If what you're talking about is in terms of the program, if they have questions about the program, or if they need new people enrolled, they'll come to us and we'll handle those questions for them. I'm not sure exactly. The role you're presenting to this group strictly for referrals to the program. So maybe if Farion, if you could maybe clarify that question a little bit. We do manage the clients with regards to this program, and then your question about the role strictly for referrals. I'm not sure exactly what.
I understand his question. Is the role that we're presenting to this group strictly for referrals to the program, for them to refer? Yes, for you guys to refer those clients into the program and get paid your $15 per employee. That is exactly what we're doing. And the next question, I hope I answered that. We answered that question, Farion, for you. Okay. All right. Great.
Eric, open enrollment.
So how this program can start any time of the year. For employers that have a set enrollment period for benefits, what we can do is for the first year, we can make it a short year. And so it will reset. The next plan year will start when their open enrollment period goes. They can initiate the program at any point during the year, and then we can arrange it so that it kind of coordinates with the rest of their benefits packages. That's kind of the short answer. Your employer may want to wait, but there's no reason not to ask them and see if they might be interested. The one benefit of not waiting as the employer is that you'll get this whole year of benefits, tax savings. Whereas if they wait, they'll kind of miss out on those tax savings. I see that you said, did you give the amount needed to get involved? I'm not sure if that's if you're asking about for the employees, they just need to make enough that their savings pay for the program costs. For the employers, there's no upfront fees. The employers will not see an invoice for the admin fees until after the first month, and then so they're accruing their savings during the first month, and then in the second month they'll pay a portion of those savings towards fees. Now, but there's no upfront cost to get started.
And there's no cost for you to get started to be able to promote this program.
I see some of you are asking, how can you contact us? How can you get started? I think we're going to follow up. G is going to follow up, or Gerald is going to follow up with a link after this Zoom. Is that correct?
Yeah, Lynette, do you email out to this group? Is that how you communicate? If I sent you a link, you could send it to everyone? Yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll have a link for you to sign up, and that'll connect you to this group. We have our own sign up, but we want to make sure that we're tracking that it came from this call. So you'll get an email from Lynette with a sign up link, and then that way we can keep it organized.
Yeah, and then we'll also reach out with a meeting link or a form so you can sign up, and we'll schedule some trainings that you guys can join, and we'll record them and make them available to you as well. And then you'll have my calendar link as well. once you sign up as an agent, and you can schedule on my calendar to do some training sessions too.
And anytime that Lynette wants us to come on the platform to do any type of specialized trainings or anything like that, if we're available, we'll definitely would make that happen for you.
I have a question.
Sure.
So I signed up somebody that has 50 employees, and then they hire in, say, 10 or 15 more people. Do I get credit for those 10 or 15 more people as well?
Absolutely. You get a raise.
So once I bring an employer in, anybody that they add after that comes to me as well.
Correct.
Great.
Correct. If they have a hiring increase and they want to bring on 100 new employees, and they all come in and they participate under the program, you get a raise. Okay. I don't know how much time do we have. Are we okay, Lynette?
Oh yeah, we're good on time. If they have more questions, we can just answer those, and then I won't hold you all past that. I see Miss Goddess has her hand raised.
Someone had go ahead. I think she asked her question
That was
already.
by accident. I'm sorry.
Okay, she says that's nice to know we don't have to pay anything to become an agent. All right. I think that's all the questions.
Someone just came in. They're writing a question.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think they're typing it right now. And just while they're doing that, just for clarity, we provide a report to you, so you'll have one every month that shows what employees were in there, if they were added, or if they someone quit or whatever. So you'll get a report every month as well that gives you a breakdown. So you're not just getting random deposits in your bank account, although that is nice. you'll be able to know, and then that's how we pay as well. So you'll be paid via ACH. We'll get all the paperwork and stuff like that when you get set up as an agent, and so then you'll get your deposits directly to your bank account.
Hi, I just came in. I was waiting to be let into the chat. I heard you speaking when I first came in about your company hiring. I'm sorry. I wanted to, if you can give me a quick synopsis of what it is that you guys provide or what you do. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think she's going to. I think she's going to put the replay back into Lynette. Is that correct? You're going to put the replay link?
I'm gonna post the replay inside of all of the school communities, and I'll post it in the Facebook group. But you could just give her a little 2 minute overview of what it is so that she'll have a understanding, because she could possibly move forward.
With the product itself?
Right.
Okay, so basically, this is a employee payroll optimization program that's saving employers up to $1,000 per employee annually, and also giving the employees additional coverage at no net cost. Okay, so we're giving them a plethora of different coverages, such as family counseling, mental health coverage, accidental death and dismemberment, telemed, prescription discount, all type of things. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, so and those are at no net cost to an employer or the employee. This is a federal tax strategy. We're utilizing federal FICA credits that a lot of companies, over 95% of companies, don't know exist. And this is what we are, this is what we're getting paid to do, which is to go out and to inform these companies that these FICA tax credits exist. Also, let me add to this. There's a clause within this particular program that says you either use you either use them or lose them. Okay, this is a use them or lose them type benefit with as it relates to the credits. So these companies haven't been using these credits, and the last thing that they're not retro, so they can't go back and start collecting money from 10 years ago. Okay, so
Okay.
so they lose that. So you want to catch these companies now, because once you show them, hey, you've been overpaying $100,000 a year in payroll taxes that you did not necessarily have to pay. And wait a minute, you've been in business for 10 years. So that means you've paid over $1 million out the door that you didn't have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
You could have done a lot with that $1 million. And so this is the cost justification that we have to be able to show them, so they can stop that bleeding and give you the opportunity to present this EPOP.
Okay, I've seen that FICA thing on my W-2 before. I never knew what it was.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do my homework on it. Thanks for giving me that short summary. Are you guys gonna be at the conference in ATL?
I don't know. We didn't get a.
I didn't speak to them about it yet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll watch the replay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
And just for clarity, because I know a lot of people was in and out. So essentially, there's no cost to get started. The main goal is to reach out to employers to be able to connect them with you all, so that you all can actually present the product to them. And when essentially you close them on the deal, the recruiters, so to speak, will be the ones to get paid residuals off of that.
Correct.
Long story short. Okay, and so what will be the best point of contact for employers? Are we reaching out to the HR department? What department do you recommend that they call when they are trying to make the connection?
I mean, the HR department, benefits department, VP.
CFO is great too. Someone who is in finance or CFO, because they're going to care about the bottom line. HR is going to care about the benefits. Or if you can reach, depending on the size of the organization, if it's a smaller organization and you can reach the president or the executive director, that could be great too. Whoever might be the decision maker around benefits, tax programs, and just overall, those kinds of decisions.
I just jump in real quick. Sorry, Mo.
Okay,
what we're seeing working a lot is, I mean, you're more than welcome to go out and beat the streets, for lack of a better term, and cold call and do all that stuff. But what we're seeing that's very effective is reaching out to your warm network. Hey, my brother, is the CFO of this company, or my mom is the VP of, or HR VP. Those tend to have more legs because you kind of already have an in, and you're not really trying to figure out the corporate hierarchy to see who get to the decision maker. Because in a cold call situation, getting to the decision maker is really hard, and mainly because they think that you're selling them something when you're really not. So yeah, your warm networks are going to be your go-to from the jump.
Yeah.
Okay, that was useful information, but I do know that, of course, not everyone has connections with people who, hold some of those seats when it comes to like the upper management. So what would they do? I mean, as far as like a marketing plan,
Yeah.
do you all deliver some literature for a marketing plan for those that, because I mean, even with myself, I have a big network, but I don't, when you made that statement, nobody came to mind that I could, go and have a conversation with about this. I do understand that it is most definitely a good product that I would want to put in front of people, but we will need more marketing strategies outside of the warm lead. So I think presenting us with the good marketing strategy that you all seen that's been effective outside of warm leads will be beneficial as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
I have I have my own thoughts that I could just put on paper to strategize with, but being that you all are the professionals, I would like, for you all to be able to present something for us to be able to follow, and we just make the necessary modifications based on the audience that we're talking to at the time.
yeah. I mean, one of the things that you can do also, there's an organization called BNI that you can network with if you're not familiar with BNI. They actually allow you as a seat holder to present your business, and they only allow they'll allow only one person out of a particular industry in that network. Okay, so you won't have multiple people in there saying, "Hey, I got EPOP." So in that particular district. Okay, so you can look up BNI, Chamber of Commerce, and then also just go into some of your local businesses. Some of these people. When I talked about that number with the 46 and reaching that $100,000 annual residual, that's 46 people on a monthly basis. I mean, you could get that by going to your local mom and pop business. It's not really mom and pop, but people that got mom and pop, 5 employees, 10 employees, small businesses. The beauty of the smaller companies is bypassing the red tape and all the bureaucratic stuff, okay? Trying to get to the decision maker and the gatekeepers and getting past those people, okay? They would tell you we trained a lot on sales techniques and breaking down the gatekeeper and the doors. We've done all of that, okay? But what we found, as Gerald just stated, to be effective is just tapping into your warm market and tapping into individuals that already have those clients. You may not have those clients, but go and network with a CPA, go and network with an accountant or tax preparers that has those clients already, have the book of business. They've been servicing. This is what they do for a living. And it's their job to help these clients to trim the fat. It's their job to help them to put money back into their pocket. So this is an add-on. This is not a new product. This is an add-on for their existing book of business. Some of you all, I don't know how many people that's in commercial lending on this call, okay? Some of you all that's in commercial lending, you have commercial lending. So if anybody's on this call that's in commercial lending, just let me see your hand inside the chat. But if you're in any type of commercial lending and you're doing business funding, one of the things that you can offer with this particular product is, as an add-on, is the ability to leverage the fees that you charge. So, if you're charging fees for loans and a particular customer says, well, I don't want to pay 2 points. I don't want to pay 3 points. Well, you can offset some of their points. Well, I tell you what, how many employees do you have? Well, we have 200. All right, I'm going to offset some of its expenses with utilize some FICA tax credits that I have. Okay, I'm going to try to put up to about $1,000 back into your bottom line per employee by offsetting with utilizing these federal tax strategy. So different ways for you to dice it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so I forget what BNI stands for. Do you remember, Gerald?
Yeah, it's Business Networking International.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
And if I could, just add to what Mo said. So we do provide, scripts for the phone, for email, for just talking to people in person. That'll be part of our training. And then another thing that I recommend is look for those community networks that are available to you. So we have a number of people who work with the Chamber of Commerce. You can go in and speak to them A lot of time chambers or industry groups or local entrepreneur associations, they're looking for people to give presentations and present things about how just helping small business owners and business owners in general, looking for ways to help them grow their businesses or save money. And so you can talk to those local network people about how you could give a presentation, or we could help you give the presentation, and we can help you kind of make a plan about that. As well, the other thing is like a number of people. I mean, you wouldn't believe the amount of people who refer clients to us that say, I've been going to church with this guy for this long. So, a lot of people in your local church community or other community organizations, they may be business owners. So those are some other groups that you might think about. But we'll cover all this in our training, and we'll help you kind of develop a plan for you in your local community, how you can kind of tap into those local networks. We'll help you put together a script, for however you want to talk about it, so that you can feel confident kind of bringing it up. And again, you don't have to sell this program yourself. You're really just trying to convince them to, hey, why don't you sign up for a quick demo call and learn more about the program. Raylan, I see that you have a question there.
Yes, hi. So you're saying when you partner with the different people, how do you keep track of who the person brought in, or if I'm talking to CPAs and they're bringing in clients or whatever, are we just splitting it down the middle? Like, how does that look? Or do they sign on for their own membership?
So you'll have a link. You're saying if you refer like a CPA or somebody else that's bringing their clients on?
Yes.
Mo or Gerald, do you guys want to?
Yeah, Gerald, go ahead and tackle that, Gerald, if you don't mind.
How the breakdown goes? Well, we're providing $15, so you can pay down your network however you want, right? So if you want to give your sub agency, which is essentially what it is, let's say it's your friend who's a CPA, you want to give them $5, or you want to split it with them. We don't maintain that. So you basically make the decision, you let us know, and then it's automatically paid out. So we have a third-party administrator that handles all the ACH. So you basically tell us what you want to pay your sub-agents, and we'll pay them out accordingly.
And she also wanted to know about the tracking of it. That's what
the tracking?
Yeah, how do you
I'm
track
sorry.
her? Yeah.
You'll track it all in a portal. So everything you get is in a portal. So we white label a portal for you. So you'll be able to track everything there. You'll be able to submit your deals, and you'll have everything there, as well as we'll provide reporting monthly for all the employees as they pay out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and each of you will have your own unique link. So when you'll send that link to an employer, or even better, while you're on the phone with them or while you're in person with them, schedule them on a call using that link, and that link will track all those deals specifically to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, anything else?
Yeah. Any final questions? Any final questions?
Awesome.
Are you all providing the demo calls and the presentations?
Like for examples for you to see, yeah, we can provide recordings of calls and presentations for you to kind of look at and base your own strategy off of. And then, yes, when you schedule a call with a client, we will be the ones that are doing the sales call. So again, you don't have to sell the program. You really just have to get them to that phone call.
But once again, I will come on and do trainings for that as well, okay? So if you guys want to have trainings on presenting, things like that, we have trainings on that already, but I would definitely would be more than happy to come in and do presentations on how to present this particular program.
Okay, so just so I'll know, just put a one in a chat if it's something that you are interested in, learning more about, so that I can let them know whether or not we're gonna have them back, right? We don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm definitely moving forward on it. The only thing, like I mentioned earlier, is just having that marketing plan written out for someone who may not have that warm network. Because essentially, I mean, being able to discuss the program and being able to basically connect them with you all is not complicated, as long as we're not having to sell, because we have to push out our own calls to sell our own products. But
Yeah.
so as long as y'all handle y'all sales, we just connect the dots. I don't think that that's complicated to be able to get residual income from that.
And can I just let me just say this: don't sell it. Don't sell this. You don't have to sell this. You give this away. This is not a
Mhm.
sale. You give this away. What are you selling? Sales come when there's an exchange of money, right? So what you're doing is you're giving away this information and giving away this insight, and you're getting paid to do that. There's no
Mhm.
there's no exchange of money here. I mean, there's no credit requirements. There's no real estate involved. Credit score doesn't matter. Income doesn't matter. No one's writing a check. This is a program that they are already approved for. They just don't know it. Okay. And so you guys kind of got a trump card in your back pocket right now. And utilize this and just go crazy with it. Go crazy with it. It's just we're having fun right now. I'm like watching these numbers, and just it's crazy the amount of people that just don't know about this. And we didn't know about it for we've only been doing this particular program now for a couple of years. So, and when we got hold of this, it was a wow to us, like, whoa. Okay. So, but these checks come on time. There's no issues with the checks, the payments. I mean, it's easy, guys. Don't make it complicated. If you don't do it, you're missing the boat. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you don't do it, you're missing the boat. But if you want to make 100,000 or more, just focus on 555, 554. That's your number. 46 people a month, or knock out the 554. You want to make $15,000 a month, get 1,000 people in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
That's it.
Someone asked, how long has the federal program exist?
Since 1972.
Hmm. Okay. Well, Mr. Mo, Eric, and Mr. Gerald, I appreciate you all for coming in today to provide this information to the community. We look forward to receiving the link should we move forward, as well as some literature that you all may have, so that we can, kind of get ourselves accustomed to being able to reach the individuals that could possibly utilize these services. I do know that, of course, marketing is going to be the biggest piece, making those connections to be able to connect them with you all. So just having that literature and then the link, I think that'll be enough for now, so that everybody can review, do their own independent research as well, to make sure that they are comfortable with moving forward. I think I seen one other question. Okay, just to confirm, this is for businesses that have three or more employees. Is that correct? Businesses that have three or more employees, that's
Yes.
W-2, working
Yes.
over 30 hours a week.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
but however, the business owner is not eligible as an employee. Just to keep that in mind. that's the federal guidelines for Section 125. But other than that, yeah, as long as they have 3 or more employees, I would aim for businesses with 10 or more, just to ensure that they all qualify. But yes.
Okay.
Did Lisa already send over literature to her today, to Lynette?
I don't
Is that
think
right? Okay.
so.
So we'll get the literature out. I'll have the link sent over, Lynette, in probably the next 15 minutes.
Okay, it works. And so, once I get that link, once I get the literature, I will post that as well as this replay for you all to be able to go back through at your own leisure. So watch it, and again, do your independent research on everything so that you are clear, right, on what's going on. Again, I appreciate you all for coming on tonight. I'm not going to hold up the call past this presentation because I just got my wisdom teeth pulled this week, and so I'm still in recovery mode on that. That's why my jaws look big. I'm not really this, my face ain't this big. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my medicine.
Can I share a link for our trainings? Is that okay? For YouTube?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to share our link. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to share our link for our YouTube channel. Okay, all of our trainings are posted there. So you'll see a lot of our sales trainings. You'll see a lot of our trainings on EPOP. We got mindset development, stuff like that. Okay, so there you go. Thank you, Lynette, again. And we'll be sending you out an email as Gerald just stated, I think in the next 15, 20 minutes.
I'm gonna head
Okay.
over to our office, Eric, if you want to jump over too.
Yep.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a good evening. We'll see you
You're
guys.
welcome. Have a good night.
Thanks
And
so
y'all
much.
remember, I'm gonna post this replay, the links, the literature in all communities. As soon as I get them, they'll be inside of the school community. It'll be inside the Facebook community. And I will also send out an email blast as well, more than likely tomorrow. So just be on the lookout for that. Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Feel
you.
better. Talk to you soon.